What's up, guys? Old Ed Mike here. So you may know about this video. I've seen a few people talk about it. I watched. I was in Bogdan's live stream when he was watching this. So I have already seen this, and I kind of wanted to just give my opinion as a small YouTuber. Probably one of the smallest that's going to comment on this. I only have 4,000 subs. So thought it would be a little interesting to see my opinion versus all the bigger creators. Spoiler warning, it's probably going to be about the same. I'm not going to react to the entire video because it is 52 minutes long. So I'm going to skip around just to get to some of the points that I wanted to talk about. If you don't know what this video is, basically this dude has 21,000 subscribers. A lot of his videos don't get a lot of views. He posts quite a bit of content on the days that he does post. He posts like 10 to 15 videos, which is ridiculous. And he calls out some other bigger YouTubers, namely metalbirb. For one, metalbirb is a homie, by the way, and some others for multiple reasons. His two main complaints here are that they don't post enough of smaller bands, and that they care more about the views and money than anything else. So let's see some of what he says.
I'm just gonna get into it right now. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid of any single one of you that hate this video. If you hate this video, bring it on, motherfucker.
Dog, chill out, bro.
And I'm just gonna put on 3 fucking reactors right now, and I'm fucking pissed at. Metalbirb, you are one of them. You are one of the fucking 3 that I'm pissed at. 3 reasons why I'm pissed at you. Number 1, you stream live on Twitch, right? You charge every single person for a goddamn reaction. I fucking hate that.
So, I also do live streams as well. And the reason, there's multiple reasons, obviously. And I'll go through a few of them right now. So one of the reasons I'm sure that he does charges, which I've paid for requests in his before, he's a bigger channel, right? If you have, 50, even 30, if you got 30 people in your channel, and that this includes, obviously this is just going to scale up to people who have 100 people, 200 people. If you've got 30 people in there, and say you even limit it to one request, one free request, that's 30 songs in one stream. That's 3 albums. That's within with talking in between and you messing around, that's automatically just 3 hours. 3 hours of your time that is just automatically locked in, done. So and I've done this before. I've had that I've done an 8-hour stream of music. It fucking sucks, man. So if you limit that, then obviously the songs that you're gonna get are songs that someone really, really wants you to hear. And so it is what it is. I don't know what the bad part about that is. The second reason that he probably does this is because I believe he does it full time. I don't know. Even if you're not doing it full time, you should know as a reactor that pretty much almost every video that we do gets copyrighted. We don't make anything. Yeah, you can say you don't care about the money, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and time to record, edit, thumbnails, post, and then of course share it everywhere. It's a lot of work. So yeah, some people would probably like to get a little compensation for that. Especially if you're full time, you kind of have to. So for a bigger channel like him, if he is full time, if he does not have his own a job outside of it, yeah, that's probably where he makes a bit of his money, to pay for his rent. If he has kids, feed your kids. Yeah, this dude has kids. He should know, you're going to do what you can, and if you want this to be a serious thing, if you want to be this, you have to know that this is a business. We live in a capitalist society. You're gonna need some money, dog. So that's what happens. What I do personally, to kind of mix and match, because I want people to have free requests. I don't want to, if I as a smaller person charged everybody, then I probably wouldn't have many viewers. I probably wouldn't get many songs, so that just wouldn't work. So what I do is I have both. Will open my free queue up for the first 2 hours of my stream. Anybody that comes in gets one free one. If you donate, you can get more. Obviously, if someone pays me money, I'm gonna play their songs. That's just how it is. Again, capitalism. But I still keep that free queue open for the first 2 hours. After 2 hours, it's shut off, and then whoever got in before. So I will have the amount of songs that I have. 20, I don't know, 30, 40 something songs in here, something along the lines of that. I believe this was probably about a 4-hour stream, something like that. Made something like $100 or something like that. And I just do it once a week. A lot of these people are viewers that have been there for a long time, and they want to support me, so they donate through, and they get a little bit of priority because I alternate between the free and the paid, stuff like that. I also make it to where everyone that donates, their dollars get added up at the end of the month, and if and I put them in as a raffle ticket, and if you get pulled, then you get an album review, and I'll review whatever album you want. It's just little ways to give back for people that support me. There's no reason for anybody to hate on that. Again, especially for these people that are bigger, are full-time, it's a necessity. You have to, because your YouTube channel's not gonna make anything, man. You're doing reactions and reviews, unless you're that one fucking bald dude with the Fantano. That's his name. There's not a lot of people that can do what he does and make it. So that's how you make it. That's how you make it full time, is by doing that. And when you have a large subscriber base, people are going to have expectations. They're going to want videos. They're going to want content pretty consistently. And you're not getting paid for any of it. How are you going to keep up unless you do get paid for it? And that's how you do it. So there you go.
I have donated almost $100 to your channel. Almost $100 to your channel, including Patreon and including Twitch. And not fucking one of those reactions, of those reviews on your channel has been put on your fucking channel from your Twitch. Just gonna say, man.
I also want to say that his streams are for live reactions and not for him to farm content, unless it's a big song that he wants to do a reaction for, because that's just how it works. You'll notice if you look at your channel that you have a ton of videos and a lot of them don't get views. It's called an algorithm, and with reactions, there has to be a big name to it to really get views and to get attention and to get subscribers and all of that. Yeah, it kind of sucks, when I post a video and it doesn't do anything. For like smaller bands, and I'm more than anything, I feel bad for the bands. Bands will hit me up and be like, "Hey, dog, can you make a reaction video for it?" And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. It's probably not gonna, it's not gonna get much attention, because that's just, that's how the game works. But I don't really know what you want him to say. Burb does a lot of hard work, and if he was gonna put every single song on his YouTube, like you have to think bigger, man. If he put every single video on from his streams on his YouTube would be flooded, much like yours is, and the algorithm does not like that. The algorithm is at peak. No one really understands the algorithm, but from what I know, at peak, it probably wants you to post once a day max. That's it. If you do multiple videos a day, it's gonna get a little harder for you. And the thing is that it goes exponentially. So when you post a video, if you post multiple videos that are smaller bands or whatever, they don't get a lot of views, that hurts your algorithm, and that hurts your algorithm for further videos. So it's going to be like, oh, he's on a pretty big streak of no one wanting to watch his shit. So we're probably just, we're going to slow down on showing off his stuff for a little bit. That's how the algorithm works. So if you expected him to do that, that's ridiculous. That's not how YouTube works. That's not how he got his subscribers. I'm not sure how you got your 21,000 subscribers, but you would think it's someone with your platform, because, like I said, I'm not 4K, dude. I'm like this. I'm a speck, and I understand this.
Orion, you're another one, man. Orion, you followed me on Instagram. One of my videos popped off. I believe it was Hardy. Hardy popped off. What do you know? I reacted to Hardy because it got put in as a Patreon request, right? I reacted to it. It got tons of fucking views. Next thing I know, oh, Orion fucking reacted to this. I was like, really? Isn't that fucking convenient that you followed me on Instagram and you fucking scouted me out, and fucking the shadiness of you actually fucking put that out there because you saw.
So another thing. So for Orion, it, for one thing, on one hand, it's a big thing to say that you believe that he saw it and stole it, and that, whatever. For one, anyone else could have, maybe someone paid him a Patreon request. Maybe he got it from somewhere else. For one, that's a big assumption. For two, even if he did, who cares? That's also how reactions work. It's kind of all about trends. That's how Sleep Token got big. You're welcome, Sleep Token, for that TikTok video, by the way. You see someone does a video and it gets a lot of views. You're like, well, maybe I should do that too. And then someone else does it, and then someone else does it. Then everybody does it. The song blows up. Everybody's having a good time. That's just how it works, dude. Like, I don't know what you want from this. I don't know how you don't understand this. But that's, I don't know.
Niknocturnal is the other one. I have rated you 3 times on Twitch. Not one thank you at all. I didn't get a single goddamn thank you. I have reached out to you.
So, I watch a lot of Twitch, actually. A ton of Twitch. More than anything else that I watch. More than YouTube, more than TV, more than anime. I watch a lot of Twitch. And there's multiple reasons this could have happened. I'll say, for one thing, no negativity, because my Twitch streams max out at like 5 viewers. But if you raid a larger channel, and you maybe have 2 viewers or something like that, it probably is a little awkward, hey, thanks for the raid all the time, because I'm sure that they get a lot of raids on a daily basis, probably. That's just one little assumption. The other thing is that I think Nocturnal usually has, like, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people in his chat. That's a lot of people. His screen is constantly scrolling. He doesn't always have a lot of live notifications that I know of. At least not all the time. He probably turns them off sometimes when he's reacting to stuff, especially because the alerts can mess up his videos, because he does post a lot of his stuff on YouTube. Sometimes you just miss it, especially, like I said, with a lot of people doing a lot of comments. That's just what it is. And with a channel, like I said, as big as his, you can't always expect that, man. Like, if it's a smaller channel like mine, someone like Richard Jandron, it's easier to raid to someone like that, and of course they'll be like, oh sweet, but when you're trying to raid huge channels, I just don't, they don't owe you anything. What I'm trying to say, like, you just can't expect that. So if you want to sub to dude, probably the largest metal reaction channel on in the universe, then okay.
Do interviews and everything. Didn't get anything. Nothing, dude.
Also, if you missed this part, he said that he reached out to him for like interviews and stuff. Again, biggest metal reaction channel ever, or whatever Nick Nocturnal is. Dude probably gets 1 million Instagram requests. He probably doesn't read all of them. You get lost in the shuffle. That's what it is. Hell, I barely check my fucking emails or Instagram. So I'd cry about it. I don't know, man.
Other reactors getting the more special fucking treatment, or reviewers special treatment. Meanwhile, I have a full-time job. I work my fucking dick off during the daytime. I watch my son when I get home, and then I come to this fucking shit and edit the videos.
So I'm in the same spot as this dude, right? I have a full-time warehouse job. It requires me to wake up at 3:30 in the morning. So those days that and the nights before that I work, that I have to go to bed early, I don't really have time to do a lot of this stuff. That's why I've slowed down on some of my posts, as my community may have noticed. I have 2 kids, fiance, many, I want my own time. I play video games a lot, stuff like that. Editing, I will give you. This is one thing I agree with you. Editing fucking sucks balls, dude. We all know it. It sucks. But, you find ways around it. You find ways to make it quicker, and it's what you got to do. So I get it that it sucks that you don't have a lot of time to put towards it, and so the little amount of time that you do put towards it, it doesn't really get rewarded. But again, that's just how YouTube is. Maybe, YouTube's not cut out for you. It's, I have thoughts of quitting sometimes. I'm like, man, I wish that, on these days that I was doing all this, that I was just, spending more time with my family, or grinding out some levels in Diablo 4 or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes I have thoughts like that. But I get more appreciation out of it. I get recognized at shows. I don't know if this guy goes to shows, but I am involved in my metalcore and hardcore community as much as I can be. Again, with all the time and work and kids and all that, it's limited. But I go to shows. I help support local bands and things like that. And I wish I had the time. I wish I had the ability to do what metalbirb and Orion and Nick Nocturnal could do. I don't think I will ever get to that point. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't quit my job. I enjoy my job, and I only work 4 days a week, so that is kind of one upside. I probably would never quit my job. I like my job. I mostly just enjoy, like I said, the recognition from bands and getting to know the bands and other creators. Burb, like I said, Burb is a homie. We haven't really ever talked personally, but he shouts me out, he'll raid me, I'll raid him. We have a good time, and we have mutual respect for each other. So I just really don't know what this guy is really that mad about. I feel like it's just jealousy. I don't know if he just understands. Maybe he in all of his time in YouTube. Maybe he just hasn't caught on to how the algorithm works and how everything works. Um, it sucks, Yeah, the algorithm does suck. It sucks that you can't just post a small band and it blows up, because that's just not how it works. If no one knows who the band is, if no one, if the thumbnail is bad, they're not going to click on it. Many reasons for a video to not do well. And so, yeah, clickbait works. That's just the system. Again, just like capitalism, you have to learn to work with the system. You have to learn to make it work for you. And then once you get up there, once you get the platform that like Nick Nocturnal does and stuff, then you can help bring up the smaller bands and stuff that you want. Sure, bring them as far as you can along the way, but just know that without really that big of a platform, you can only do so much. So that's just something you have to learn. You have to learn how to work with the system and make it work for you. That's really all it is. So I think calling out these people by name for a lot of the things that he's saying, that you're saying, is just ignorance. I just don't think you understand, or really get it. And I think the biggest thing that he says here is that they're all about the money. Um, and the thing is someone who does make some money from this. I, like I said, I make money from my streams. That's the only thing that makes money, dude. Like, that is the income. If you want this to be full time, you have to find ways to have it work for you, so that you can afford to spend all that time. If all you've got is 10 hours to put towards this, then you got to min max, man. If you ever played WoW, you got to min max that shit, man. You got to know what to post, when to post, how to post, thumbnails, everything. You have to know. You can't just wing it, or if you're just not gonna make it. You're just not gonna, and that's the painful truth. You just have to know that, and if you haven't accepted it, then that's why you're so mad. I guess that's, you just don't know how it works. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. He goes on for another 30 minutes. He says some. He goes into a lot more personal details, and it's just, like I said, I've got kids and everything, and I understand that. I think maybe you just need to watch more videos on how to do YouTube and learn how to work the algorithm, because what you're doing isn't how it works. What they are doing is. And so if you're mad at that, then you need to be mad at YouTube. For people having money through reaction streams, like I said, for anybody out there that's watching, if you don't know, pretty much I would say 90% of reaction videos get copyrighted. They get copyrighted by the labels, sometimes by the bands if bands aren't appreciative, if they don't like that shit. Some bands are just assholes. Sometimes it's just automatic. No one really knows how it works. Sometimes it's hit or miss. So a lot of us don't make any money from, that's why if you watch, it's funny that he complains about Nick Nocturnal, because if you watch Nick Nocturnal's videos, what was it, like 6 months ago or something, about him stopping doing a lot of reactions, it's because of that. So he puts out a lot more unique content, him learning how to play songs and stuff like that. Because that's a way for him to be full-time and get paid for it. Because if you're not getting paid for it, you're just not going to be full-time, dude. You can't be full-time. That's just what it is. So if you want to get that big, you have to accept the fact that you're going to have to find ways to monetize, and not get mad at everyone else for doing it. That's what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Y'all can go find this dude. I'm not gonna post his name I don't know if he'll see this or what, but again, huge shout out to metalbirb, and Orion and Nick Nocturnal too. I guess they're okay too. I guess. Just kidding. But yeah, go check all them out. Yeah, I watch a lot of theory crafting videos for YouTube and a lot of Twitch streams, and so I have like some knowledge of how it works. I don't have the ability or time, or honestly the energy to make it full time. Like I said, I don't know if I will ever get there, but I just do what I can now and have fun along the way. So, and if you can do all this and make money for it, why not? So let me know what y'all think down below. And if you're interested in my live streams, Friday nights, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube, or Drunken Song Request streams. We drink and, play some songs and stuff. It's a fun time. And also Saturday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time over on Twitch. It's where we do album reviews, where we review this, every week's released some of their released albums that we pick. And yeah, so hope to see you guys there. Old Ed Mike signing off, reminding you, never too old for this.